Hi, my name is Janessa, and I am here today to talk about Ty Tribbett and Bethel and the difference in style and complexity and which style fits best in my church or even in my life. So I listened to both songs, and so the Ty Tribbett song was I Need You, and the Bethel song was I Love Your Presence. So I actually am relatively familiar with both of these artists and both of these groups, I guess. Ty is more of a black gospel artist. You can tell that his roots were rooted in the black gospel experience. And so you can tell a lot of that just in the way that he presents himself on stage, the way that he engages others, and the choir behind him is beautiful. But that is definitely something that is more indicative of a black gospel group. So then Bethel, I Love Your Presence, is more of a congregational, modern take on stage. And so I feel like the big difference between me is the experience one would have, where the experience with Ty Tribbett is more along the lines of engaging the audience and expecting them to worship alongside of you, versus Bethel, where you could take it one of two ways, where I feel like you could I have been a part of cultures that specifically just listen to the artist versus singing along with them and going into the presence together. So that is to me the more like stylistic differences as far as how they interact with their congregation and also with the Holy Spirit. So it is quite different. The experience is more active versus inactive in engagement with the audience, and that to me is different. So for me, I my church specifically currently would be more along the lines of the Bethel song. We actually do quite a bit of Bethel music, and so that would be why I would choose that. It's more along the lines of what's easy. So stylistically, Ty Tribbett, because it is rooted more in Black Gospel, actually has a little bit more difficult use of instruments versus Bethel, which is very easy from my understanding. Again, not a musician, so I'm not 100% sure. But from my ear, just listening to it, it does sound like Ty Tribbett has a little bit more difficulty. If we're playing Guitar Hero, it would be more on hard mode versus uh, easy or beginner like Bethel is. So, my personal preference, honestly, is I like them both. And I think they're for different seasons and different reasons, right? So, um, depending on who I'm with, if I'm with myself, I just put it on shuffle. Love a shuffle option. But I really feel like the best fit for our church currently is more along the lines of Bethel, because it is on easy mode and it is something that um, everyone can kind of sing along with. It's more about the individual experience versus a congregational experience. And so that's kind of where my church is at currently, which um, there's a season for everybody. And so that's where we're currently at. Anyways, that's it. Thank you so much.